That's my gimmick. I wasn't too horny to make this video, but I got asked a few times to do my top complimented fragrances of 2016. So I guess I'll do it. I'm not going to do a top 10 because I don't think I could put it down to that. I'm just going to do my fragrances that I wore that seem to, in general, get more compliments than the other. And I always felt one of the reasons I'm not too horny to do this list is because, I think it's pretty much known what gets good compliments. So I don't think mine is going to be too drastically different. And I'm also of the opinion that everything basically gets compliments in a way, right? I mean, that's why it sells. I mean, so just about almost everything can get a compliment. It's just that there's a bit of a random factor, and some are going to get a little more than others, right? And I think there's also the biasness of there's only so many, there's like 300 whatever something days in the year, right? And there's only so many fragrances. I can tell you, I didn't even wear every fragrance that I own this year. Do you know what I mean? So how's that to even give it? It's really giving something a fair shot is a little iffy, right? Anyway, but like I said, I'll just try to do fragrances that got a kind of general compliment getter, I guess. I'll do Creed stuff first because a lot of people in the fragrance community are Creed fanboys, I guess. Whatever, Aventus, I got a lot of compliments on Aventus. Snooze, yawn, boring, right? I don't really have much to say about it. I'm not too horny about Aventus. I didn't wear it too much this year compared to other years because it's not really me. I don't think so. But it gets pretty good compliments. I find it's a little more popular with, kind of the older crowd and, you know, guys like it too. But it's not something I wear if I was trying to hang out or get with like a lot of like younger girls, I guess. And it's not really me anyway. So besides that, the other one from Creed I would say is Silver Mountain Water, which I like because, dude, I know some people are not too horny about Silver Mountain Water, but I fucking love Silver Mountain Water. It's actually one of my favorite fragrances of all time. I would say if not for the performance issues, because I know some people say they get good performance on it. I get terrible performance on it, but basically just a skin scent. But when it does project, I get a lot of compliments on Silver Mountain Water. It is, I would say, if it projected, I would get more compliments on it than Aventus, I would actually say, which I like because I really like Silver Mountain Water. For what it's worth, the other creeds that I actually do wear sometimes, I wear Green Irish Tweed. Not really me. Don't wear it too much, and I actually don't get a lot of compliments on that. Millicent Imperial. I've said it before in my other complimented video. I wear Millicent Imperial a fucking lot, dude. I bought a big bottle of it, and I wish I would have bought a big bottle of Silver Mountain Water instead. But I wear Millicent Imperial a lot, and my ratio of compliments with it is not good. It's not good whatsoever. Um, I also wear Virgin Island water sometimes. I haven't found that to be a great compliment getter, just okay. Like I said, I feel like most things are just okay, right? I also wear Sublime Vanille. I'm going to try to wear that a little bit more this coming year because I just feel like I like that and I should wear it more. But again, just, it's just a fragrance. Just, it does okay. Doesn't make me feel like I need to talk about it, but it does well enough, right? So there you go. I mean, maybe some people will be butthurt about that because I know a lot of people like Melissa Imperial, but I'm still saying this year didn't do good again for me this year, man. Other than that, other stuff, cheap ones. I said it before. Calvin Klein Reveal. So many fucking compliments on Calvin Klein Reveal. It's fucking insane. Tons and tons of compliments on that. Very unique smelling too. I don't think there's, I have not smelled anything that smells like it. You know what I mean? Super sweet while actually still being fresh. Tons of compliments on that, man. Guest Seductive. Another cheap one. I get a lot of compliments on that. I'm so totally fucking over it. I honestly don't wear it very much, but when I do, it gets a lot of compliments. Pretty boring, I'm sure, for fragrance community, and it's even kind of boring for me, honestly. But I get a lot of compliments on it. What other ones? I know the fragrance community is gonna hate me. Invictus. Invictus. I still have people when I wear Invictus come up to me like, "Wow, what are you wearing? Where can I get that?" Invictus gets a lot of compliments. I know Invictus Aqua has been more popular this year, but I have not worn Invictus Aqua a lot. When I've like wanted to have the kind of smell like that, I would just wear Invictus. So I could not give you my pauper opinion on Invictus Aqua versus Invictus because I normally would just wear Invictus then, and it gets a lot of compliments. Um, What else? From Tom Ford, I've said this before. Oud Wood seems to be the best one for compliments. It doesn't do anything for me, but tends to do better than Tobacco Vanille and Tuscan Leather and those other cliche popular ones, which I like a lot more myself. But I even got compliments on. I said I wore. I've gotten compliments on Amber Absolute. I like that, but whatever from Tom Ford. Oud Wood, blah, whatever. Tends to do pretty well compliment wise though. What else? Oh yeah, other ones. Okay. New Harlem. New Harlem. I get a lot of compliments on. Definitely one of my most complimented ones. One of the few fragrances that I'll say that smells kind of maybe gimmicky, if you will. You know what I mean, foodie, but tons of people like it. Um, yeah, New Harlem does really good for me as well. I probably should. I wrote down a list somewhere, and I do not have it in front of me. Dolce and Gabbana, the one EDT or EDP, one of my favorite fragrances of all time. Tons of compliments. I will say it is getting pretty popular though, because I can say even when I've been out, people have complimented me on my fragrance and like, oh, like, what is this? One time I had this like, man, I feel like there was like 4 or 5 girls I was with, and they're like, oh my god, you smell so good. Oh my god, that's gotta be like my favorite cologne, Dolce and Gabbana, the one. It was not Dolce and Gabbana, the one. It was actually 212 VIP men that when I was wearing that day. But the fact that they all said, "Oh my God, it's gonna be Dolce and Gabbana the one," I think the fact that they said that makes you know that it's pretty popular, right? So, there you go. So be warned. It's kind of a bummer because I love it, man. It's one of my favorite fragrances of all time. The fragrance that really got me into fragrances when I first smelled that, I'm like, wow, I like fragrances now. Like I want to smell like this. But it's getting pretty popular, but still lots of compliments. What else? Eros. Eros gets a lot of pounds. Versace Eros got a lot of compliments on that. 1 million still gets a lot of compliments. I probably should put that on the list, shouldn't I? What are some other ones? Oh yeah, Armani Code Perfumo came out this year. I got a lot of compliments on that. What else? Some other ones that came out this year. I don't think it came out exactly this year. Or was it last year? Dior Sauvage. I'm gonna be honest. Yes, I have gotten compliments on that, but I don't really wear it, so I'm not gonna say it's one of my top compliments I give because I don't even think I've worn it 10 times this year because it's not me. But that's another one. I can tell you that that one is so popular because I have been wearing other fragrances and people have come up to me and told me, "Oh my God, you smell so good. This has got to be the new Sauvage that other people are wearing." And I'm like, no. But I think that just goes to show you, man, that's gotten really popular really quick, right? Um, I don't think I hate it like some other people do, but it doesn't do anything for me. Um, what else? Grand Soir came out this year. I wore that sometimes. I was getting that ratio of I didn't wear a lot, but the ratio of me wearing it and compliments was good. Gotta wear it more to give you a real accurate opinion though. But Pure Tonka came out this year. I was getting a lot of compliments on that. I know some people compare it. I should do a review on that because I do like that one. I know some people are comparing that a bit to New Harlem. I think at the beginning it smells a little bit like New Harlem, but then it turns into like just a very more of the Amen with a very buttery Tonka bean kind of thing. But I have gotten compliments on that, but I think New Harlem does better because I have met, which is weird because they smell similar enough that I wouldn't think that one person would love or hate another. But I have had some girls tell me they love New Harlem and Pure Tonka was too much for them at first. So kind of strange. But a lot of people, I have gotten a lot of compliments on Pure Tonka too, but it's kind of strange, you know what I mean? I guess sometimes you just need just a little bit of a difference to throw you off that I guess can make or break it for some people. Straight to Heaven, deceptive compliment getter. Um, yeah, I know a lot of people say that Back to Black does good, but Back to Black does not do very good for me when I wear it. It's very average in terms of compliments from it. Straight to Heaven is kind of surprising with the compliments it gets. Like that's what I feel like. I feel like the more interesting thing is like what gets less compliments for me that other people say they get. Um, yeah, Pure Malt gets a lot of compliments. I will say I did have another girl that just hated Pure Malt though. which is weird because pure malt has got to be the caveat about pure malt for me is that pure malt is one of my top compliment getters. That was not very English, was it? One of my top compliment getters. But I have actually had people tell me they hate it too, very very randomly, very very randomly. But it is possible. Some people have not liked pure malt, but thankfully most people really fucking love it. So, but a little bit of a weird in there. I'm gonna probably gonna get some hate for this too. The Mobster. Now I know I gave like a shady review. Well, it wasn't shady. It was real. I gave it kind of like I thought the product was shady because it was like spraying out jizz on me. Like it was just. I guess I got sent like a bad bottle or whatever, but I ended up getting a new one, and I will say the Mobster, actually, when I did wear it this year, it was getting compliments. So people are gonna hate on me for that, maybe, you know, because it's like cheap, or I don't even know if Duo Fragrance is still around. I haven't seen them post it a lot, but I will say the Mobster, when I was wearing it, I was getting compliments on it. It's got kind of that waxy, woody note to it that kind of turns me off. So I'm not too horny about it, but you know, when my nose isn't relating it to that, I think it smells pretty good too. So I'm not against wearing it. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's done well compliment wise. Other ones. God, dude, what is it? God, you know, there's so many fragrances that I would love to wear more, but I just don't have the disposable kind of income to wear them because I got to be a little more easygoing on my funds because I'm a poor boy, basically. I'm a poor dude, man. I didn't wear a lot of CH Men this year because I heard it was reformulated, so I couldn't tell you that that gets a lot of compliments from me this year. Because I heard it got reformulated. I don't feel like ever buying another bottle of it, so I'm trying to make last what I did. But you know, I got compliments on that last year for sure a lot. Didn't wear a lot of Privé because actually Privé has actually grown on me a lot. I've liked that more and more, but I just didn't wear it a lot this year. But God, dude. So what have I said? So yeah, so you had like Primo, Eros, Vit, Invictus. You know, the one, Aventus, Soda Mountain Water. I don't want to have to redo this video. I do not want to have to redo this video. Can I like look at something really quick? You're gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing, Clayton? Like, get back to the goddamn video. Just like, okay, wait, time out. Like, here we go. Just listen to this while I try to find this for a second. Let's turn on the dining car music for a second. I'm really sorry. Oh, Lana Wait Delhomme. Lana Wait Delhomme. Okay, I did get compliments on that. Of course, like that's a very popular one. I'm really sorry that I'm doing this. Like, it's like late. It's like 1 or 2 in the morning, I think, and I'm just doing this because I know the year is about to end. What are some other ones? Okay, let me say. There you go. I'm sorry about that. I'm like, wait, let me close that. Sorry. Let me look at this. What did I have? I had the mother. Oh yeah, Armani. Allure Home Sport Extreme. Yeah, I got a lot of man. A lot of people like that. I heard that got reformulated too, though. So I don't know about the new one, but what I have does well. And then what else did I put down? Other fragrances that came out this year, you know, that I'm gonna plan on wearing more. You know, Montal's Sweet Vanilla came out this year. I was getting compliments on that a little bit, so we'll see how it does in the next year. I'll wear it a little bit more. Other stuff, you know, like I said, as for not having only so much of a disposable income, though, you know, even stuff like Harrod, I get compliments when I wear Harrod, but I don't have a lot of it, so I don't wear a lot of it, and that's one of the things, man. I feel like a lot of these lists, it's like, dude, there's like 300 days in the year. You know what I mean? I've smelled more than 300 different fragrances. Like, some people have collections of thousands of fucking bottles. It's like, how can you give something like an accurate chance, right? I don't even go out every day. How am I supposed to go out every day when I'm like doing hospital stuff, right? So that's just not my life. Like, I'm trying to give, and of course I'm gonna wear certain things a little bit more than others. That's why I feel these lists are a little bit biased, and that's why I'm just like, I'm not doing a top 10. I'm just doing ratio of me wearing it, and they tend to do well. So I feel like a lot of this was probably pretty obvious. I feel like the only ones that probably aren't on a lot of people's lists is probably like Calvin Klein Reveal and Guess Seductive, because I don't know, I don't even really care about Guess Seductive really anymore. I mean, when I first got it, I just I was like, wow, I kind of like the Skittle thing, and but then I was like, I'm over it. I need a little bit more. I've become too good for cheap cologne. No, not really, because I like lots of stuff, but yeah. Keeping my channel active. Like I said, it's probably more interesting if people ask me colognes that I've worn or something. I guess if you care about my opinion and if they've done well for me or not, because I just have so many. I have lots of fragrances that I've worn, so. And I think it's usually more interesting when I can tell you, like, dude, I don't know what people are saying. Like, people didn't like this shit when I wore it. But, anyway, thanks for watching. It's almost Christmas, right? End of the year. Happy holidays if you're into that kind of thing, I guess. Thanks for watching. The end.